Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, we learn a lot from second date updates. And one of the things that we haven't talked about enough that I think we're learning is that when you go out on a first date with somebody, do not let them use the bathroom. Well, don't let them go to the bathroom. If they have to use the bathroom, you make sure they relieve themselves right in your plain sight. Right there at the table. Make sure they relieve themselves right there at the table.
I have not learned that. You're the other one that's picked that up.
Not only is it sexy, we already know that, but every time somebody goes to the bathroom, they disappear. We hear that all the time in second date updates.
If someone's going to ditch, that's when they do it.
Where people go out with someone and then they go, excuse me, I got to go tinkle real quick. And then they're never to be heard from again. And that's what happened to Tara, who's on the phone for a second date update right now. What's up, Tara?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
He ditched you on a bathroom break?
Yeah, never let your date go to the freaking bathroom.
Oh, my God.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, don't break the seal. Oh, my God.
Okay, well, before we get into him ditching you, where'd you meet this dude?
So, we'd met on Bumble, and we'd been, chatting for a little bit. And he was, a funny dude. We got along. And I was supposed to go to a concert with a friend. And then last minute, she totally ditches me, and I really wanted to go, and I didn't have anybody to go with. So I basically took a chance, asked this guy if he'd come with me to the show, and he did, and it was fun.
Okay. Yeah. What's his name, by the way?
His name's Ben.
Ben.
That's a good opening that you took.
Yeah, super chill, but not too much conversation, just enough.
Right.
And did you guys have fun?
It was a blast. We had so much fun. We were dancing around. He was enjoying the show too. So, I don't know.
I feel like you don't have a good take on his actual emotions if he left in the middle of the date.
Not at all. I literally don't get it. We were having such a good time up to that point. Literally 5 minutes before, we were making out. I don't get it.
What?
Oh, wow. He made out with you and everything?
Whoa.
Yeah, we were dancing. I mean, there was kind of this one point where we were dancing, and it was really crowded, and we kind of lost each other for maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, we found each other, and right after that is when, the making out ensued. So, I figured it was fine.
Right, and if he was going to ditch you, why wouldn't he ditch you when you lost each other?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that would have been the perfect time to get out and be like, oh, sorry, it was crowded, and I thought maybe you left, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And then, a little bit later, after all of these fun things, he was like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. And then, apparently, the bathroom ate him.
Is there any way that you said it was so crowded, maybe he really honestly couldn't find you again?
See, that's what I was thinking, but even if you can't find somebody, you usually answer your phone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so
So-
sorry.
And even if it's dead that night, you call maybe the next day or...
Exactly.
Okay, and you haven't heard anything from him at all?
Not at all. Nothing.
So what are you feeling right now? Are you pissed? Are you...
I'm just annoyed and confused. Honestly, he's a Bumble dude, so saying I'm pissed is, a little far.
Okay.
But I'm just confused. I give you a free ticket to a great show. I dance on you. And then we make out. And that was so fun. And then you leave? Really?
Yeah.
Really? I know I'm a great kisser. Sorry if you're not. But
Was there anything awkward that happened after the kiss?
no, other than us losing each other, which didn't seem like that big of a deal.
Oh, my God. What if he was cheating on you and then when he kissed you, he felt guilty and he had to go?
Oh, well, there's an idea.
Yeah, didn't think about that one yet, did you?
No, that hadn't crossed my mind. Thank you.
How many times have you tried to reach out to him since you guys hung out?
I texted him quite a few times that night just because I was worried. And then the next day I hit him up. And then a couple days after that, and then I just left it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because he hasn't responded at all.
Yeah, at all.
You're not being creepy at all. That's the perfect amount of...
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
and texting him a few times that night, after you can't find him, is understandable. You didn't freak out on him, did you?
No, I was just like, hey, man, is everything good? Where are you at? And then I was like, okay, I can't find you. And then I was like, dude, I'm going to leave in 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's normal.
Dude, you're being a
Yeah.
lot more chill about this than I think I would be.
Yeah.
I think I'd be really mad.
I've had time to process, and again, I mean, he was really cute, but like I've also matched with way cuter guys, so
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, it was a blast. Like, I just want to know why.
Okay.
Right.
Well, we'll play a song, come back, and call him and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, Tara is on the phone, and she went to a concert with a dude named Ben, and she got ditched. He said he had to go to the bathroom and then left, and she hasn't heard from him since. And if you were listening to the first part, I said earlier, this is proof that you shouldn't let people leave to go to the bathroom on a date. You should make them do it right there in front of you. And I take that back. That's a little bit extreme.
Yeah.
But I think from now on, if you're on a date and somebody says they have to go to the bathroom, you simply just follow them into the bathroom
Oh, that's a
so that
better
you know
idea.
they won't leave you. Much better idea. Tara, you want to try that next time?
Actually, yes, I'm taking notes.
No.
Okay, good.
Have you ever been ditched before on a date?
No, never. I'm usually the one that does the ditching, which
Right.
is why this is even more confusing.
How
Yeah.
How long did you wait at the concert before you realized, oh my God, he's just gone?
I mean, I was still really enjoying the show, so I definitely stayed till the end and then was like, oh, I don't know you people around me.
So you still enjoyed the concert at least?
Oh, most definitely. It didn't let that ruin it.
Oh, good. I like your attitude.
Like I said, I really just want to know why he would ditch me. Everything seemed like it was going so well.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to dial his phone number right now and see if we can figure it out for you. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ben, please?
Yeah, this is Ben.
Hello, Ben.
Hi.
How are ye today?
I'm doing okay.
Ye is Spanish for you.
Huh?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. I should have introduced myself. This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually emailed us asking if we get in touch with you.
I don't really know why that's happening, but
Well,
okay.
That's what we're
We-
here for.
do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. That's where if somebody goes out on a date and then the person doesn't call them back after, they can email us to get that person on the phone and ask what happened. So you went on a date recently with a girl named Tara.
Yeah, I did. She wants you to call me?
Yeah, because she's been trying to get a hold of you, but you haven't answered any of her texts or
Okay.
phone calls or anything. And
I mean, she's a bit of a weirdo. That kind of makes sense.
What?
she's a weirdo?
Weirdo. She seems really.
A little bit, yeah.
Wait, a weirdo that you made out with?
What? No. Weirdo that I absolutely did not make out with.
Well,
What are you
she
talking
told
about?
us that you did make out.
That you kissed her?
You ashamed?
I don't know where that idea came from.
Wait, did you go to a concert with her?
I did go to a concert with her. Yeah, that's true. But there was no making out at this concert.
Okay, well,
Really?
her story doesn't really match yours then, other than the concert thing.
Okay, so she's telling you that I made out with her?
Yeah, she says that you went to a concert, you guys made out, and then shortly after that, you went to the bathroom and disappeared.
Okay. No.
Wait, no on what? I mean, you already said no on the kissing. Did you ditch her, though? Did you go to the bathroom and ditch her?
I didn't go to the bathroom. I guess, strictly speaking, I ditched her because she was hardly paying attention to me, and I just left.
Okay, so you did ditch her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, strictly speaking, I did ditch her.
Okay, wait, hold on. Go over the night. I want to hear what happened in your words.
Okay. Like you said, she got in touch with me, invited me out to the show, and, she was like in full-on party mode when we got there. Like, she was looking around all the time. Like, she was fascinated by, like, the lighting at the venue and was paying more attention to that than to me.
Well,
When I tried
in her defense, did they have good lighting? Because I'm a big fan of lighting.
I mean, it was cool, but it was like a moth to a flame, man. It was just
Oh.
the intensity of the focus was just.
But you're at a concert. Like, what do you expect her to do? Just talk to you the whole time? You're supposed to listen to the show and pay attention to the show.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we got there a little bit early, and when I would try to talk to her, she would be kind of staring off over my shoulder at something, and she'd be like, yeah. Like, she would just say, yeah, and then go off on this whole other tangent.
Okay.
Really?
Was she on drugs?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of hope so. Otherwise, she's in for a really weird life.
Okay.
Once the show started, we were dancing. I've never seen dancing like this. She's just like flailing all over the place and hopping up and down and left and right. Like I've seen enthusiastic dancing, and this was like verging on manic dancing.
Okay, she's a manic dancer.
And then we got separated in the crowd, and I tried to re-find her. I looked for a minute or two, but then I realized, like, I'm just going to be putting myself back into this really weird situation. So I decided to leave.
Okay.
I want to know where the makeout comes from, though, because she told us that you guys made out. You lost each other for a few minutes and then found each other again and made out, and then you said you had to go to the bathroom and left.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, there was no making out between.
You're a liar. You are so a liar.
Terry, you were supposed to wait.
I'm sorry, but you are a liar. We totally made out.
Okay. Hey,
I don't know who
Ben,
to
that's
believe.
Tara, if you can't tell already. She was on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so what's the deal? Why are you lying? We totally made out. And then you ditched me.
I don't know what to tell you, Tara. We didn't make out. After we got separated, I never saw you again. I left.
No.
And
We totally
I
found each
don't know
other.
what
And
you
then we
think.
were like grinding up on each other. And then the making out happened.
What?
Don't you remember? You pulled me in. It was like a little sloppy. You nibbled my ear a little bit. And then it was like a lot sloppy. It wasn't the best kiss ever. But, I mean, you know what? I wasn't going to hold it against you until now because you're lying.
well, yeah. I don't really have a response to that.
Are you lying, Ben? Did you make out with her and you just don't want to say that you made out with her and ditched her?
No, I'm not lying. I didn't make out with her. I'm becoming increasingly glad that I didn't make out with her.
Oh my gosh. Tara, how were you sober? I mean, how sober were you, Tara, when this happened?
I mean, I wasn't like exactly sober-ish. Totally. I mean, I was really excited about this concert, so I may have like done a little something to make it more fun.
I guess it worked because you were having plenty of fun.
Tara, were you like doing something else besides alcohol?
Yes, I was.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna be totally honest.
all
Just
right.
wanted to make sure we were all clear on that. I mean, I think we all thought it, but
Yeah, I mean, my friend and I had this whole plan, and it was ruined when she bailed. So I figured I would still go through with my half of the plan, just with like Bumble Dude.
But don't you think it's weird? Like, it's kind of weird to, like, go out and do that on your own when the other person you're with isn't in the same state of mind.
I'm not gonna say I totally thought it through, no, but I regret very little. I had a blast.
Okay.
Do you see, like, the possibility, at least, that when we got separated and then you found me again, that it wasn't actually me that you found?
I mean, maybe.
Tara!
But I swear he looked like you. You were wearing a blue shirt, right?
It's more of a green, but no.
All right.
You were wearing a shirt.
Wait, hold up. Does that mean, Tara, that you think that there's a possibility you made out with some random dude thinking it was Ben?
I mean, kind of, maybe it's possible. I was having a fun night.
Hey!
It sounds like you were.
Huh.
Okay, well, this is definitely making a little more sense.
Okay.
I get it.
Well, Ben,
Oh,
Ben, would you like to go out on a second date with Tara now that she's,
Sober?
not high?
it was really fun.
I think fun is subjective. I was not having all that much fun.
Wait a minute, Ben. Hold on. So, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I thought I made out with you, but it was another guy. And, it got out of control, but we could definitely still, have fun. I'm not always that, out there and, high.
I don't know, Tara. It was really strange. I don't know what to make of it, really.
Maybe next time we could do something, a little more chill, like coffee.
Yeah, what do you think, Ben? Pop a Molly and go to Starbucks.
If that's just a little bit out of control, I don't want to be around for the day when things get a lot out of control.
Yeah.
All right.
That is a good thought. You're planning for your future, Ben.
Hey, man, you are totally missing out. I'm a blast.
Okay.
Well, you're lost.
Tara, I'm sorry you didn't get a second date. And Ben, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, definitely. This was interesting.
Yeah. And I bet the random dude that she made out with wants to thank you too.
Yeah, seriously, who was that guy?
Tara, if you ever find him, call back. We'll do a second date update or Awkward Tuesday or something like that, okay?
There we go.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
And every single thirsty dude is texting in wanting a date with Tara.
There's a
Brooke and
couple-
Jubal in the morning.
There's a couple ladies who also want to date with Tara.
Every single thirsty person.
So,
That's fine.
yeah.
Everybody wants a date with Tara. Huh? If you missed today's second date update, Tara wanted to call a dude named Ben. She actually had plans to go to a concert with a friend, but her friend bailed, so she hit Ben up on Bumble, and then they met up at the concert, and Ben ditched her. We got Ben on the phone and found out the reason that he ditched her was because when he showed up, she was acting kind of weird. And she was like staring at the lights, super happy, kind of spacey. And he ditched her. And then she said that she made out with Ben, but it turns out she was so high on something that she made out with another dude and thought it was Ben.
Wow.
In the end, they decided not to go out again because I guess Ben isn't down with that.
He's not really that hardcore.
That's all right. I don't think Tara's looking for a long-term relationship.
No, it
She's
doesn't
trying to
sound
have
like it.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person that didn't call you back. It is Friday, so Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week is coming up at 8:10.
Moving 92.5.
Bradley Johnson with 1-800-DUI away. Not getting behind the wheel after drinking is the best choice. But if you're pulled over, the next best choice is to call 1-800-DUI away.
It's another Jubal phone tab.
Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Thomas, please?
this is him.
Oh, wonderful. Hi, Thomas. My name is Carson, and guess what? I'm going to be your waiter for the big night tonight.
Oh, hey. Great. So do you get the details or you need me to go over this with you?
Yes, I did. I talked to my boss, Paul, who I think you've been speaking to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he told me all about your plan to pop the question, and I want you to know that I take this very seriously, and I could not be more honored to be trusted with this special event.
Yeah, well, great. Yeah, Paul, I didn't really choose you. Paul just said that you had been working there the longest, so I thought you'd be the most experienced.
Well, either way, thank you for entrusting me, sir.
Sure. So let's get to the plan here so we're on the same page. Okay?
That sounds great to me. I've got my notes in front of me, so let's just make sure that everything matches up.
Okay, so I just want you to know, like, I'm kind of nervous about this. You know, I want this to
So you
go
like
right.
you like a massage before?
No, that's not. We're just coming for dinner, and
Right. I'm just saying because that calms my nerves. So when you guys get there, you could leave to go to the bathroom, and I could give you a massage real quick, kind of just a 10-minute one, if that would help.
No. Here's the plan. So when
You don't have to get
in,
naked or anything. It's just a over the clothes kind of shoulder massage.
No, that's definitely not going to happen. We're just going to come for dinner, and as soon as we come in, once we're seated, that's when I want you guys to come out with a dozen.
Six white lilies.
No, a dozen red roses.
I have 6 white lilies here on my notes.
Oh no! Do you have a pen? You can cross it out.
Well,
it has to be a dozen red roses.
Should I really cross that out though? Because 6 white lilies would be very classy, I think.
That's not her favorite. Her favorite is a dozen red roses. Trust me on this. She's my girlfriend. I know her.
Okay. Sure, I could do that, I guess. I thought we were going to make this a special occasion, but if you want to be pretty pedestrian about it, then sure.
Yeah. Well, that's what she wants. I know.
Well, is that what she wants or what you want?
No, that's what she wants. Trust me. All right. So moving on. Dozen red roses from there.
No lilies. I'll make sure to point it out for you. No lilies.
Yes, please. So after we order the meal, that's when you'll send out the violin player.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that one too. I was thinking an accordion would fit the setting better, and this is a big day for all of us, so I want to make sure that we get the most out of it.
Hey, excuse me. This isn't a big day for all of us. It's just a big day for me and my girlfriend.
Oh, sure. Okay, I'm just the one serving the meal and making sure everything goes off without a hitch. Yeah, no big deal for me.
What's your deal, man? Are you having a bad day or something?
Well,
I'm just trying to go through these pointers with you, and I just want to make sure that everything's right and perfect.
Well, I was having a great day, especially when I found out that I get to be the waiter when you get engaged tonight. And now I'm starting to have kind of a day.
Do I need to talk to Paul about this, about getting another waiter, or are you going to be able to handle this?
I think you can talk to me about it since I'm the one that you've trusted to handle this event.
Yes.
But I mean, I guess my feelings don't matter.
Yeah, they don't matter in this case at
Okay.
all.
Sure.
And I'd hope that you just drop the attitude.
Okay, got it. I guess I'll take that note down too. No white lilies, violin player, drop the attitude. Sure.
Yeah, drop the attitude.
Okay, it's dropped then. I guess you're in charge.
In bold letters.
Uh-huh.
No
Okay.
attitude.
Right.
You know what? I'm having second thoughts about even having this here. Are you ready to move on? Are you ready to handle this?
Look, okay, I'm sorry. I apologize I lashed out. I want you to have the engagement here. I'm just really excited about it, and I want to do the best possible job. So, yes, I'm ready to move on.
So here's the last thing. You ready for this?
Yes, I am.
Write this down.
All right.
After the meal, I'm going to get down on one knee.
And that's when I yell, surprise.
No, you yelled nothing.
Well, I figured.
Don't say anything. I'm just letting you know that after the meal, that's when I get on one knee. That's when you leave me
That's
alone.
when I come in there and I yell, surprise, you're getting
You do
engaged.
nothing.
What?
You don't do anything.
Why?
I want to be alone for this moment. I don't need you to help me.
Okay, well, that's a little bit selfish, don't you think?
Yes, I know. It's my engagement.
Well, don't you think, okay, if you get down on one knee, she's going to know that you're going to propose. It's better if somebody else comes in and yells surprise.
If I get down on one knee, she knows what's happening. It's not a birthday party.
Oh, you know what? Okay, fine. I don't want to do this.
You know what? That's actually the best news I heard all day. That you're not going to be a part of my engagement.
Well, I am going to be a part of this prank phone call, though, no matter what. You can't stop that. You can't take that from me.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's simple, okay? This is actually Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the morning doing a phone tap on you, and your friend Bill set you up.
Are you kidding me?
No, your buddy emailed me and told me that you were really nervous about popping the question, and he wanted to mess with you.
Holy crap.
So I think everything's good for tonight, as long as I'm not your waiter. You're probably fine.
You had me scared.
Well, you had me scared with the no white lilies thing. I'm nervous now.
Oh, my God. I'm so glad that that's not true.
Congratulations on your engagement. I hope it goes well.
Oh, thanks, man.
Even though I know it's going to suck.
Wake up every morning with Jubal phone tabs. Weekday mornings on the 20s.
Only on Moving 92.5.
Is it Yanni? Is it Laurel? Nope. It's Laser Stories, the segment where we read weird news stories from around the globe, just like every other radio show does, except we have a laser, and those other idiots don't. This first laser story is out of Columbus, Georgia. A 24-year-old guy named Tavon Wilson went to a Walmart last week and picked up a 55-inch Samsung TV, and then he walked out of the store through the car department without paying.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
But a 55-inch TV is pretty heavy and bulky if you've never seen one.
You can't just slip that in your coat and walk out.
And apparently he was having trouble carrying it as he walked home.
Yeah.
So he did the smart thing and waved down a patrol car with two police officers
Shut up.
and asked them if they'd give him and his TV a ride home.
Excuse me, officer.
The two officers actually said yes, and as they were giving Tavon a ride home, the cops got a call from the dispatcher saying there was a guy who ran away with a 55-inch TV.
Oh, no. Do you think that he heard that in the backseat and was just like twiddling his thumbs, whistling?
He just
like,
pops his head up between him and be like, whoa, man, that guy sounds like a jerk. Good thing I paid full price for this thing.
After you drop me off, you should go back and check that out.
Yeah. The cops were able to connect the dots, and Tavon was arrested for shoplifting.
They're like, Tavon, tell us the truth.
Yeah, I did it. This next laser story is out of Langley, British Columbia. A woman went into a Tim Hortons coffee shop recently, and for whatever reason, something set her off. We're not sure what the staff did exactly, but she was mad. And she expressed her anger by dropping her pants and pooping right there on the floor.
Oh my God!
Whoa!
And the security footage of this is so disturbing.
It really is.
I just have so many questions. Like, how can you poop on command like that?
She must have had one in the chamber.
Yeah.
I mean, she must have known that she was going to complain about something.
And then I love how she picks it up
Mm-hmm.
and then worries about wiping her hand off.
Yep. She wasn't finished after just pooping on the floor. The woman proceeded to pick up her feces and then toss it at the staff.
Kapooyah! Kapooyah!
Like a straight monkey.
Yeah.
She then wiped her hands with a few napkins, tossed those at the staff, and left. The employees called the cops, and they arrested the woman in the parking lot. Prosecutors are still deciding on what charges they should give her.
All I could think during that, too, is like, whose job is it to sanitize the door handle? Because she left the store after picking up poop.
Yeah.
Did they think of that, or was that overlooked? I really need to know.
Some people online are suggesting that she must be a tourist because no one from Canada would ever be that rude. Even if she did it, she was saying sorry the whole time. She picked up, oh, sorry about this. This next laser story is out of Camillus, New York. There's a 30-year-old guy named Michael Rotondo, and he lives at home with his parents, Christina and Mark. And they've been trying to get him out of the house for years, but he just won't leave. Aww. They first started out bringing it up at dinner time, but Michael always told them he wasn't in the mood to talk about it. Then they started leaving him notes under his bedroom door with no response.
That's so passive aggressive.
So after months of this, his parents took it to the next level and started sending him formal eviction letters in the mail.
Shut up.
What?
Mark, it's Mom. You got something in the mail, says something about an eviction. You might want to read this. The parents would even slip money into the eviction notice to encourage him to leave, but that didn't even work.
Oh my God, babying him while they're trying
Why
to
does he want to stay so bad?
Well, because of these parents.
Why not?
To get money.
Rent free.
Yeah.
You get meals cooked for you probably.
Oh, man.
Finally, they all had to go to court, but last week, the court told them that they'd need a county Supreme Court justice to sign off on having their son removed from the house. So yesterday, they filed a petition with the county Supreme Court to make that happen.
Oh my God.
And while this is all going on, they're still living together?
Yeah.
Like, awkward.
No word from Michael on whether he's planning to fight the petition or if he just gives them the silent treatment at dinner. I'm sure that's happening. This next laser story is out of Fresno, California. Earlier this month, a guy named David Seal broke into a law firm in the middle of the night, and once he got in, something must have come over him because he stopped what he was doing, put down his backpack, and for exactly 9 seconds, he began to dance.
Sometimes you just gotta dance.
I did it! I broke in! All right, dance break!
Maybe it was like his jam came on.
The security camera in the lobby got a perfect shot of him popping and locking, maybe popping the lock. To the door inspired him to pop lock, who knows? But after those amazing 9 seconds, David turned his attention to the break-in, and he wound up stealing a laptop and a bunch of keys, and the cops tracked him down and quickly arrested him.
Yeah, they're like, show us your moves. We gotta see if it's really you.
How was he caught? Well, apparently he has done this before.
What?
And every time he's broken into a business, he does a little dance to the camera to celebrate.
So he's the pop and lock burglar?
Pop and lock bandit, probably.
Okay.
They call him. Unfortunately for him, he's the only criminal who does this, so whenever police see a dancing burglar, they know it's
Do you
David.
think he talks to himself? He's like, dude, don't dance this time. Don't dance this time.
Screw it, I got in.
have
I've got to dance. This
It's
next
just in me.
laser story is out of the land of a million smiles.
Oh, I love this land.
Me too.
Scientists say they just found the key to happiness. And even though it's just one tiny, simple thing you could do to instantly improve your life, you're still going to think it's too much to ask, probably.
Really?
Researchers in Scotland found that the secret to true happiness is turning off your phone at 10 p.m.
What? We're not going to be happy.
That's
I
it.
was actually thinking last night that I need to get a real alarm clock and start plugging my phone in the kitchen and not bringing it to bed
That
with
scares
me.
me. If you turn your phone off, I'm always like, is my alarm going to turn on? I know it does, but it still always worries me.
Yeah,
right? Like,
I always check it like 4 or 5 times. I plug it in to make
Yeah.
sure the sound, like a little ding comes on, the sound's on.
Yeah.
They found that when you use your phone later than 10 p.m., it messes with your body's rhythms and your head. People who use their phones late at night and right before bed were much more likely to have all sorts of problems, including loneliness, depression, and sleep issues.
Wow.
So by cutting yourself off at 10 p.m., it gives you time to wind down without all the chaos from social media, and it stops blasting you with the blue light from your phone that can confuse your body and keep you from falling asleep.
Oh,
Okay.
weird.
Well, some people are like, depression worth it.
Oh, yeah. You gotta check your likes before bed. What are you talking
Uh-huh.
about? This next leisure story is out of Romance Central. When you start dating somebody new, apparently you don't have to worry about impressing their friends or their mom or any of the usual suspects. But you better sure suck it up and impress their dog.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
According to a new survey, 86% of dog owners say they would dump somebody who didn't like their dog.
Oh, man.
Or their dog didn't like them.
Yeah, like
I feel like if people come over and my dog doesn't like them, I'm like, sketch.
Yep.
There's something wrong with you.
Your dog doesn't like me. Wait a minute.
And people also trust their dog to set them up. 3 out of 10 people say that they've used their dog as a way to start talking to a potential date.
Oh, yeah.
And they were successful 84% of the time.
I had a friend who bought a puppy and got like 10 dates in 2 weeks out of it. Like number after number after number. Went to the park.
Did he keep the puppy or get rid of it?
No, he kept it.
Okay.
But during that first puppy phase, or the first like
when
3
they're
weeks,
so adorable.
so many people want to talk to you.
Dude,
Yeah.
every girl in the park like comes over. It's crazy.
78% of people with dogs say they're more likely to hook up with somebody if that person also has a dog. And finally, 16% of married dog owners say that if it came down to it, they'd rather celebrate their dog's birthday than their spouse's birthday. So people care way more about dogs than they do humans.
They are the best.
I mean, they're not judgy, right?
Well, some of them can be, though.
No, I mean, I guess that's the whole point of this.
Yeah. Anyway.
Never mind.
This person doesn't have a dog, but does have a bunch of shoes. And nothing will come between him and his shoes. That's the sound of a turtle humping a shoe, which means that Laser Stories has come to an end for the day. We'll do it again, same time on Monday. "60 seconds away from your shot caller question of the day. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning. But before we get into that, very important question. How do you underwear?
What?
How do you underwear? Are you underwearing correctly?
I hope so. I mean, I put them on.
Well, you probably don't know for sure.
Okay, is there a wrong way to do it?
You need fashion experts to do research to tell you how to underwear correctly.
Well,
And
all
a
right.
team of fashion experts recently came out with a list of the most common underwear mistakes that Americans make.
I didn't know this was a big deal.
I mean, I could see this. Like, if you have, like, a thong on and it's hanging out of your pants. Are you talking like that?
Well, let's go over the list. And you can find out if you're underwearing right.
Okay.
Number 4, not wearing cotton. Big mistake.
It is breathable.
They say silk and other synthetic fabrics don't breathe well, like cotton does, which can create a breeding ground for bacteria in your downstairs.
Okay.
And plus, cotton breathes well, and you always want something breathing down there.
What?
Number 3, wearing underwear to bed, they say, is a mistake.
Really? Let it air out at night?
Yep, keeps it from airing out. And when that happens, there's a possibility of trapped moisture, which can create skin problems.
Oh, good to know. I gotta start taking those bad boys off.
Number 2, putting your underwear in the dryer.
What?
The heat in a dryer breaks down the fabric, so the elastic in your waistband will stretch out over time, and also opens up holes in the fabric. It's always better to air dry those bad boys.
Okay, now we're getting a little crazy. I don't even air dry my dry cleaning.
Plus,
I just throw it all in there.
You want to air dry them in a very public place so that people can get a glimpse of what you're wearing underneath your clothes.
Like your front porch, a balcony overlooking all the other apartments.
Or just your neighbor's yard.
Oh, okay.
And the number one underwear mistake, not buying new ones.
Wait,
a recent study found that you should be throwing out your underwear and buying new ones every 6 months.
Really?
Because bacteria like E. coli can build up even if you wash them regularly.
Well, that is some action.
Yep.
But that is conflicting because one, they're telling you to not dry them so that they don't get holes. But how are you keeping them even long enough to get holes if you only have them for 6 months?
Just throw them out altogether. Stop
Okay.
underwearing. I think that's what we just learned.
All right.
Okay, let's get into the shot caller question of the day. Young Jeffrey has come in studio with a hat full of names. We'll draw a name out of the hat to see who will put on the shock collar today. They're asked a trivia question. If they get it right, they don't get shocked. Jeff does because he asked a terrible question. If they get it wrong, they get shocked to the song that you want us to sing. Text in at 78592. What song do you want to hear from the person who gets shocked today? Brooke has drawn a name out of that because she had the shot collar last. And who did you get?
I got Jose.
Jose. All right. Jose is getting the shot collar while he's putting that on. Jeff, please read Jose the shot collar question of the day.
The U.S. has a long history of scientific discoveries, from the invention of the light bulb to the first wireless phone call. And recently, a list came out of the greatest scientific discoveries made in every state around the country. For example, for North Carolina, it was the first flying airplane with the Wright brothers. In New Mexico, it was the detonation of the first atomic bomb. And for Washington, it's where they first discovered the Heimlich maneuver. But what is the greatest scientific discovery ever made in the state of Montana?
Wow.
Montana.
It's got to be something to do with horses.
Yeah, seriously, the first thing I think is like animals or farming. I mean, that's what I think. Brick, you're the Montana expert.
Farming's not bad. Like some sort of combine or something that they invented over there.
Or like
it's just such a huge state. Like
Yeah.
it is enormous. I went to college in Montana and I did a lot of discovering, but I don't think in the same way.
My first thing is like something farming, agricultural.
For rural, like rural
Yeah.
America, something.
The big like the cotton. What do they call those? That
They don't do cotton there. They do like wheat and stuff.
Oh yeah, with all the hay barrels.
That's a combine, I believe, is what you're trying to
Combine.
think.
Okay, I didn't know it was called that.
Or a sprinkler system.
I have a hint.
Oh yes.
This was a discovery that was made in the last 20 years.
Oh.
Oh, so
Wow.
that stuff has been invented
Weird.
before.
Okay, is it something to do with like outdoor survival or bear mace?
What about a flex fit cowboy hat?
Yeah.
So you don't have to get the correct hat size every time, you know? One size fits all.
Dude, if that's not invented, you need to get on that because that is genius. Flex fit.
Flex fit. Maybe it has something to do with cars. Like, what if I don't think it was the first electric car. You drive a lot when you're in Montana. Like, to go to another city. I had friends who, they had to have county prom with people that lived 4 hours away from them because there wasn't enough people. So there's a lot of driving.
Okay.
Remember, not every invention is like a mechanical type thing, too.
Right,
It
the
could
Heimlich
be,
maneuver is
you know, something medical or...
That's true because I can't stop thinking about like farming, like even the little machines that milk the cows and stuff like that. Like the Montana maneuver.
Oh, that was invented way more than 20 years ago.
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm gonna stick with my farming thing, and I know it sounds like I just kind of threw it out, but I think the mechanical things that milk the cows, like. So did you just laugh, Jake? Shut up.
Jake, our digital director, just literally started cracking up in the corner of the room.
That's not a bad guess.
No, yeah, he thinks it's
Cow
really
milkers.
stupid. Cow
Electric teat suckers.
Thank you. That's what they're called. I forgot.
There's a scientific term
I would
for
think
it.
that'd be like New Jersey or Wisconsin, like the land of cheese and cows.
Well,
not
we'll find
okay,
out.
whatever.
Let's go.
Recently, a list came out of the greatest scientific contributions made in every state around the country. And in Montana, there was a major discovery made just a few years ago. Back in 2000, a team of archaeologists was digging in the famous Hell Creek Basin, and they unearthed a collection of extremely rare fossils that normally are never found together. And it lets scientists know that 63 million years ago, Montana was home to families of Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Cool.
We were very wrong.
Yeah. Teat milkers was good.
I mean, pretty close.
They
'cause
probably-
I think that you could milk those.
T-Rexes.
Yeah.
That's where the T came from.
All right, you got it wrong, and somebody on the text message board wanted to hear "I Will Survive" by Gloria Gaynor, so we got the lyrics to that whenever you're ready.
Oh no, not I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got my life to live. I was just getting into it.
Moving 92.5.
Hi, everybody. My hungriness is killing me. Weight correction, it's killing Steve. Met him out hiking, oh what a find. The perfect crime. Drenched in gravy, dinner time. Hi, everybody.
That was confusing.
It's me, Sage Willowbrook.
And I feel so wrong because I was singing the high part for you. Killing Steve.
It's a very catchy tune. That's an old song, an older song. I don't know if you remember it. Oops, I ate him again.
That's not what it says.
I love that song. It reminds me of my youth a little bit. I was a Cub Scout.
Were you?
Yes, and I remember all of our events. We would go out into the forest, sometimes 10 of us, and only 7 would come back. It was very strange. Where's Johnny? Where's Grayson? Where's Thomas?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. We should split off into search teams. I'll go with Billy. He's the plumpest. I mean the smartest
No, Billy.
of the batch.
Don't go, Billy.
Anyway, enough of me reminiscing about happier times. Oh, the joys of youth and the innocence. We need to focus on Young Jeffrey's Song of the Week. That makes me smile, too.
Yeah.
And that's happening at 8:10 today. Remember that. And thank you for letting me sing my songs for you every Friday at this time. The loser line is coming up next. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5.
Hey, girl. What's up with you?
Wait a minute, is this the right number?
It's the loser line.
Come on, just call me back.
If you haven't heard the loser line before, it works like this. Let's say somebody approaches you while you're out at the club and uses this charming pickup line. Hey, girl. Excuse me. I know we're out at a dance club and everything, but I'm sure glad that I brought my library card because I'm totally checking you out. Whatever you do, don't threaten to send a virus to destroy his hard drive. Instead, tell him that you two should hang out sometime and then give him the number to the loser line, and hopefully he leaves an awkward voicemail that we can play for you on the air. Voicemails like this one.
First unheard message.
Hey, this is and we met at the bar this last weekend. You gave me your number. And, I know we were both talking about how busy our lives are. And I thought, I've got some time on Thursday. Maybe we could get together Thursday afternoon. I can't get together before noon. I've got my brother's funeral. But after that, I'm totally open. So afternoon, after the funeral, I think that we should maybe get some dinner, maybe even go out dancing or something. What do you think?
Next message.
What? He sounded
This
so
guy.
cool until it sounds like you should investigate him for his brother's death.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you got to move on, you know?
Oh my
You got to
God.
move on. And that's probably what his brother would have wanted.
Yeah. So just going to drop that nonchalantly, and don't worry, I won't be crying after my brother's funeral. He was kind of a jerk.
It is the loser line, so I'm just surprised he didn't invite her to the funeral.
Right.
So we have to give him a little bit of credit there. All right, here's another message from the loser line.
Next message.
Hi, Rose. It's Jack. I know you only gave me your number because of my name, just like the movie, right? I have to tell you something. When we were talking at the bar, you made me feel like the king of the world.
Oh, God.
The king of the world. And I want to sketch you like one of those French girls, right? You remember that part? Oh!
Next message.
I have a feeling the reason he got the loser line was because he's probably doing that in person after he met her.
Yeah. It would be funny if he said it once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Remember, you can get the special loser line number. All you have to do is text the word loser, LOSER, to 78592, and we'll give you that phone number that you can give to somebody who's hitting on you that you would rather not have hit on you, so they can call us instead and leave us a voicemail like this one.
Next message.
Hey, it's Zachariah from yoga. I'm having a few people over this weekend for a vegan potluck. Anyways, if you're free, I would love to have you come by. Let me know. Okay. Bye. Namaste. Bye.
Next message.
Oh my God. A vegan potluck sounds like my personal hell.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, doesn't it sound so gross? There's just so much like pounds of tofu.
Yeah, and then yoga after, and then you can have those nice vegan yoga farts.
Oh my
That's
God.
going to be fun.
Next message.
Hey, this is Mandy. We met a few weeks ago, and I'm just going to say it. We hooked up, and this was the phone number that you gave me, so I just wanted to call and tell you that I have chlamydia, and you happen to be the only dude that I've been with, so maybe you should get yourself checked out and maybe let every other chick that you've been hooking up with as well know. So, thanks. And just so you know, it absolutely was not worth it.
Next message.
Whoa! Dude, that guy's a loser on so many levels.
Dang.
Don't hook up with other people when you're got STDs. Like, go get that stuff fixed first,
And
man.
when is it ever worth it? I don't think it's ever worth it. I don't think it could possibly be like, you know what? I got chlamydia, but wow, worth it. Hello, I'd do it again. Here's another message from the loser line.
Next message.
Hey, Jessica, it's from the other night. I know I had mentioned maybe going for a hike, but buddies of mine told me there's a lot of like criminal activity going on at the where I talked about going, and apparently there's some eyewitnesses or something that said the guy looks like me and wearing like my shirts or something. So I was thinking maybe we should go anywhere else other than the area where they're looking for me. I mean, the guy that looks like me, not me, the other guy. The guy that looks like me. It doesn't matter. Just give me a call.
Next message.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one she missed out on.
I know. I wonder why she gave him the loser line, because he doesn't sound creepy at all.
I want to know what he's doing in the woods and why he hasn't been caught. That's what I want to know.
And maybe we should turn that number into the authorities.
Yeah.
Like, hey, do you remember calling into the loser line? No, I was just calling some chick who was really into me, and I wanted to go hiking. All right, that was the loser line. Listen to it regularly on Monday at 7:10 and 9:10. Your free money phone tap worth $500 is coming up right after this. It's Brooke and Jubal in the morning.